like I said, when we have 24,000 students that are all full-time MSU students at McMaster, it's ridiculous to think that everybody thinks the same way and learns in the same way and has the same needs. So it would make sense that we started to try and move further into a future where those differences were not just respected, but also it was just normalized. It was just a thing, and not to say that barriers don't exist, but yeah, that was essentially why I started moving to Echo 360. I was lucky to start to have conversations with the McPherson Institute in September and work really closely with Krista Morrison, who's a digital pedagogy specialist there, who developed another platform called Sandpit, which was a way to kind of support instructors who were a little bit nervous about starting that. So I was on the Sandpit team and then went to the Ontario Summit last fall. I was really lucky to do that. And then I started to work with the MSU a little bit on our ad hoc committee for MSU, and then kind of come to now.
That they want to create a new club and that they want to have a club made, but they can't because we have had a capacity. And when it comes to removing clubs and looking at that, it's not, I don't want to remove safe spaces. It's about looking exactly what these clubs bring. A lot of the times we have clubs that, in the sense of inactive, they're active for a month and then for the rest of the year they're doing nothing. And they've realized that they can't actually hold up the duties of the club. And I've heard a lot of students being like, oh, I've emailed this club, but they're not responding to us. I've emailed this club like a month ago and they still haven't responded to us. Is there an event that they have? And then we look, there's no event that they've had for 6 months. And it's like, okay, well, why aren't we holding these clubs accountable? We are giving them the resources, but they don't want it. And then the next year comes and they provide this excellent preparation of everything that they should be doing, and they get ratified again. And it's like, okay, but if we've seen the trend, we should be looking at that trend.
Yes, completely unpredictable and sweeping, broad changes that you might wake up one morning and not know what's happened. Again, we're talking about things like moving buildings around. We're talking about building a monorail. We're talking about tunnels. We're talking about reinstating Lake McMaster, Coots Paradise, Gangsta's Paradise. These are all types of changes that might make McMaster completely unrecognizable. You're used to seeing that depressing tree outside TSH, good tree one day. What happened? You don't know. So the silhouette will be sort of instrumental as a sort of a mouthpiece in order to communicate, here, listen, today, February 12th, this is why the campus is completely different from yesterday, and here's where we're headed for tomorrow, kind of thing.